Hello, I am Lisa Marie Benz, and this is the Perfect Wedding Guys internet TV show called The Wedding Zone. The purpose of this show is to help you, the bride, better learn what our advertisers do. So today I'm here with Felicia Fink of the Daytona Beach Resort and Conference Center, and we'll be talking with her all about what she does here. But I also want to remind you brides to go to perfectweddingguide.com, check out what all of our advertisers do, and also be sure to click on the planning tools, and you can also build your own wedding website. That is the biggest thing nowadays. Also, be sure to go to PWG shows to see when our next bridal show is, because we do have 6 a year, and you definitely want to attend them. So right now I'm with Felicia Fink. She's the Director of Catering here at the Daytona Beach Resort and Conference Center, located at 2700 North Atlantic Avenue in Daytona Beach, and her number is 386-672-3770. And to see more of this beautiful resort, go to DaytonaBeachResort.com. So welcome to the show, Felicia.
Thank you very much.
So tell us a little bit about your wedding packages and how they work here.
Well, what's really nice about our wedding packages is we do an all-inclusive package for our brides. So we include your linen, your champagne toast, your suite, and it really makes it easy for brides, so they're not looking for extra.
Well, I know what you're trying to say is that they don't like to be nickel and dime.
They definitely
like
do not like to be nickel and dime.
One-stop shopping is what they like.
It's one price, so the day of your reception, you're not going to be hit with an additional cost.
And plus, you are here to help them, so you take the part of the wedding planner.
I absolutely do. I absolutely do. It's nice for me because I work with all of the vendors, the local vendors that do advertise with the Perfect Wedding Guide, which is great. And we just plan everything from A to Z and make it very, very easy for the bride.
Well, that's great. And I know most brides love to have their ceremonies on the beach and like beach weddings. So tell us what you offer.
We will do them on the beach for you, but we do them on the pool deck as well because we have a fabulous fire pit outside. So we do the wedding ceremonies on the pool deck. If you want to do it on the beach, we'll give you a preferred vendor for that. But they're beautiful out there.
And brides, I have to remind you, really, if you do the pool deck, it's much easier, especially on your dress and the veil, because if you actually go down to the beach, you're going to get sand in your shoes. It gets windy, the veil's all over. It's just so much easier to do it on the pool deck. Plus, you get the beautiful ocean behind you for the pictures.
It's the exact same view.
Right, right. And how many weddings can you do per day here? We
will only do one wedding per day. We want the bride to feel special while she's here. We will not try to fit 2 weddings in any particular time. If that's your day, and we want to be totally focused on you.
Well, I know another neat thing about having a wedding at a hotel is that not only do you encompass everything that the bride needs as far as services, cleanup, setup. Sometimes the brides don't know that all that can be added on if you bring an in and outside caterer.
Exactly.
But also the guests have some place to stay.
They do. We have beautiful condo suites. We just went through a $44 million renovation, so the property is amazing. We have 18 different types of rooms between oceanfront, ocean view. Anything, full kitchen, so if you want to stay here for the weekend and make a complete weekend out of it, or a complete week for your vacation, because we've been doing a lot of destination weddings, which is really nice. So people are coming from all over the country and their family is coming, so they can stay for a whole week and make a vacation and your wedding at the same time.
Right, and now do the bride and groom get a complimentary honeymoon suite?
Complimentary suite for 2 nights.
Well, that's great.
Absolutely.
Even though you probably don't want your mother-in-law next door, if you know what I mean, but you'll take care of that too.
We take care of that. We put you on a completely separate floor, so no worries there.
So now, and you coordinate with all the brides and the vendors that you use from Perfect Wedding Guide, right?
Absolutely. They all advertise with Perfect Wedding Guide.
And you know that they're good. You know that they show up.
I only use people I 100% trust.
Sane and sober.
Sane and sober is good, absolutely. And they're people that I've worked with before. So it's nice to be able to do weddings continually with the same vendors. They know how your property works, they know how you work, and it makes it very easy and smooth for the bride and their family.
Especially photographers, I find, because they know the lighting, they know the best angles of the room and everything. So.
Definitely.
And do you have an executive chef here that'll let the bride and groom try food and everything?
Absolutely. We'll do a tasting for every bride, even if you want to taste the food before you sign a contract. We will offer that for them. We come in and it's a complete meal, sit down from beginning to end. The chef will come out and introduce himself to you and also telling you what is in the food, which is really nice because a lot of people are using just regular cooks or line cooks and things like that, but we have an executive chef that does prepare a custom menu for every bride.
And you do buffet versus plated, and I know sometimes brides get hung up on this. Explain the difference.
Well, they're a little confused. The plated menu is going to be a little cheaper because our buffets run for 2 hours straight. It's continual food for 2 hours. But today, with brides being as busy they are, they might want to do a buffet because then they don't have to send out the cards asking their guests what they want to eat. So they're offering them 2 entrees at that time. So it really depends on a bride's budget, what she's looking to do.
Well, I found that buffets are good because it gets people up mingling,
Yes.
and they can take as much as they want, go back for seconds if they want, whereas if it's plated, it's served to you. But sometimes, too, I find that brides think that a plated meal is more elegant.
Absolutely. They do.
So
I think it's the perception of what they want their wedding to be.
There's pros and cons to each
Pros
one.
and cons to each one. We're very fortunate. We have a fabulous staff that if we do a buffet, the entire head table will be served. I will not make my bride and groom go up to a buffet. So we will completely serve them, and then everyone else will help themselves. So that's a nice little offer that we do.
Great. And do you also have a heavy hors d'oeuvre type thing that you offer also?
Absolutely. I've been noticing a lot of younger brides are looking for something like that, making more like a club atmosphere. They want to have a really fun, very interactive bar situation, so it's just heavy hors d'oeuvres, which is really nice. That's a new option we offer.
And the bar, I know that's another thing too. You can do cash bar or open bar.
We do a cash bar, an open bar, a hosted bar for a certain dollar amount. It doesn't have to be just either way full. The nice thing about our bars is we could do cash, credit, and debit in our bars, so that takes the pressure off anyone that needs to hit an ATM machine or things like that. So we have the ability to do many, many ways.
But even if they do need to hit an ATM machine, there's one right down the road. That's very convenient.
Very convenient.
And of course, you guys also host a lot of the Perfect Wedding Guys bridal shows.
We do them twice a year.
Yeah,
So
that's
we're very
great.
excited about that.
It looks so different out there without all the brides.
It does, it does.
But you do have a beautiful ballroom. And how many people can you fit in there?
We could do up to 450 comfortably for a wedding, with a
Okay.
full dance floor and a head table.
And for a smaller wedding, you would divide up the room?
Divide it into 3 sections, so we could do as small as 50, as small as 10. Our restaurant Reflections is great. We can do small ceremonies and receptions in there as well.
Great. And what about rehearsal dinners?
We offer both. If the bride decides to do a rehearsal dinner or a brunch the following Sunday, we will offer them from fabulous discount.
Great. Well, see, brides, one-stop shopping right here.
Absolutely.
Just call Miss Felicia here at 2700 North Atlantic Avenue in Daytona Beach, and her phone number is 386-672-3770. And if you want to see more pictures of this beautiful property, go to DaytonaBeachResort.com, and they can email you right from there, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being a valued advertiser with us.
You're very welcome.
And brides, be sure to use the Perfect Wedding Guide for all your planning needs, and have a good time planning. It's a one-time event, so make it worth it. Bye-bye.